let's do the arm first. You have first the forearm, and you can see that one the best from the front. And above that, you have the bicep. That's about right there. This is your bicep. And behind the bicep, actually on the other side, is the tricep. That's right there. And above both the bicep and the tricep is the shoulder. And actually, I'm going to draw that right there. You can actually see it from the front and the back. I'm just going to draw it right there, just for simplicity. So those are the four arm muscles. And now let's just jump down to the leg and put in the quads. This is your quadricep. And this is actually called a quadricep because it's actually four different muscles working together. And below the quads, or actually on the other side of the quads rather, is your hamstring. So right here is your hamstring. And I want to give a special kind of shout out to the hamstring because it does a lot of work and a lot of people forget to stretch it out. And you can often get in a lot of pain from not having a good stretched out hamstring. Below it is the calf. Here's the calf. And the calf is actually sitting on the opposite side of the bones in the lower leg, the tibia and the fibula, which is why it's so bony on the front part of your lower leg, but on the back it's very meaty and muscly. So you have three leg muscles there, and now let's put in the core muscle. So you have, let's do the front first. So right here is where people talk about getting a six-pack, your abs. That's an important muscle group. Helps you do sit-ups. And above it is your chest. So right here is your chest. And so there are two in the front. And similarly, there are two in the back. And so the back ones, let me do in yellow, are your trapezius. And trapezius actually kind of comes down like a diamond almost. Kind of like that. And it helps with the neck and upper back. And then almost like you have wings in a way, you have two other muscles, or actually another muscle with two sides on it called the latissimus dorsi. And it's actually kind of the large spread out muscle, and I'm not drawing all of it, but basically kind of spreads all the way through your back. And this is the major muscle of your back. So when people say, I threw out my back, oftentimes if it's the lower back, they're talking about their latissimus dorsi. And that means that we have now our four core muscles shown up here as well. So counting them out, we've got our 11 muscle groups. And so just to, again, go over it very quickly, we've got one shoulder, bicep, forearm, and tricep. In our leg, we have our quads, our hamstring, and our calf. And then in the core of our body, we have our abs, our chest, our upper back, which would be the trapezius, and the lower back, which is the latissimus dorsi. Those are 11 groups.
The regular or parallel squat is a great exercise for lower body strength and can be used to develop strength, definition, and muscle size in the legs. Follow these instructions to perform the barbell parallel squat. With the barbell on your upper back, stand with both feet slightly wider than hip width. Keeping the chest up at all times, lower yourself carefully by bending the hips and knees. Keep your weight on both heels as you squat down until your upper thighs are parallel to the ground. Keeping the knees tracking straight at all times, return to the top. The dumbbell press works the pectoralis major and is an alternative to the barbell bench press. Follow these instructions to perform the dumbbell bench press. Lying on a bench with your feet firmly on the ground, hold the dumbbells directly over your chest, arms straight. Keep your chest up at all times and allow the lower back to maintain a natural arch. Lower the dumbbells to the sides until they are level with the top of the chest. Then press them back up to straight arms, preventing them from touching at the top. The leg curl exercise is an isolation movement for the hamstrings. Follow these instructions to perform the leg curl lying machine. Lie on your stomach so that the leg pad rests over the lower part of your calves. Holding on to the handles for bracing, bend your knees to pull the rest pad toward your back. Once your legs are fully bent, squeeze the back of your thighs. Return slowly to the start position. Narrow grip lat pull-downs strengthen the lats, rhomboids, trapezius, posterior delts, and biceps. The narrow grip can be performed with a pronated, overhand, or supinated, underhand grip. Follow these instructions to perform the narrow grip lat pull-downs. Start with your hands on the bar at shoulder width, arms straight and palms facing forward. Pull the bar straight down under your chin toward the top of your chest. Keep your chest up and your elbows out to the side. Return slowly to the top with your arms straight again. The V-grip, or close grip seated row, is an excellent exercise for building the lats and mid-back. Follow these instructions to perform the V-grip seated row. Seated with your legs slightly bent in front of you, hold the V handle at abdominal level with straight arms. Keep your chest up and your trunk stabilized. Pull the handle straight back toward your abdomen, keeping the elbows close to your sides. Return slowly forward until your arms are straight again. The alternating seated curl with supination is perfect for concentrating on the biceps. Follow these instructions to perform the alternating supinating curl seated. Seated on the bench with your torso stabilized, hold the dumbbells like hammers down at your sides. Keep your chest up and your elbows braced at your sides at all times. Starting with one arm, pull the dumbbell up while turning your palm upward. Then lower it. Repeat with the other side. Cable curls performed with an EZ bar attachment strengthen the biceps and wrist flexors. Follow these instructions to perform the cable EZ bar biceps curl. Standing with your body stabilized, hold the EZ bar with your palms facing up and slightly turned inward. Keep your chest up and your elbows braced at your sides at all times. Bend your elbows and pull the bar up toward your chest until your elbows can't bend any further. Return slowly to the bottom position.